Do I find Filipinas to be outwardly affectionate and or overly huggy kissy? I think was what the comment said. That's what I'm going to talk about in this little short video. I got a comment. I've been reading a lot of your comments going back in time, like a year ago. I'll go through old videos and just take a sampling of the comments. And so one just came across and it was talking about, do I find Filipinas in general to be very loving, very affectionate? And also the viewer just noted that, you know, watching videos rarely or never sees, you know, people holding hands or giving hugs and kisses and stuff like that, even with the mothers and the children. I wanted to know what my opinion is on the subject. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Welcome. It's a beautiful day here in the Philippines. It's a cloudy day. Just beautiful, beautiful weather. Now, if the sun pops out, it's warm. When it goes down behind the clouds, it's nice. So we got cool nights, warm days. How can you not love Southeast Asia weather? You know, December, January, it's just beautiful. Anyhow, a lot of y'all never see me and Big Pumpkin kissing or hugging or snuggling. I do a lot of snuggling on the old girl. I snuggle with the old girl all night long. I'm a snuggler. Is she? Nope. She'd rather just sleep. She would rather be just sleep. Don't bother her. She goes into like a bear, like hibernating, into like a hibernation / coma. She don't want to be bothered. She's not a snuggler. Me, I'm a snuggler. I'm a cuddler. I gotta throw my leg, throw my arm around an old lady. But that's just me. So do I find them outwardly affectionate in general? And I can only speak from all the girlfriends that I've had throughout the years. I'm not speaking for the entire culture or stereotyping anybody. But when the question's asked, I speak from experience. Multiple Filipina girlfriends, dated a lot of chicks. And the answer is, compared to other cultures, no. They're not overly affectionate, overly snuggly. It's just a difference in culture. When we used to go out to the bars, I would say, like, I don't care what a girl looks like. It's just about whether, you know, how good she treats me, how we mesh, how our personalities get along, whether or not I'm having a good time. Going to a bar one time, and it was one of those, I can't remember, it was the Green Bar or something. It was like up there, they're now defunct, but up there past or near the Red Planet, up that way. No, past, near the main gate. Anyhow, we're up in this bar. I can't remember the name of it. The Green Bottle. So we're in there having a good time, what have you. And finally, this one chick, this little shorty, comes and sits down beside me. I buy her a drink. And she wasn't the first girl I'd bought a drink. You know, buy a drink, sit for a little while, get your ass back up on stage. It's just the way it is. But this chick sits down next to me, grabs my arm, snuggles up next to me, and don't let go. She don't let go the whole time. She never moved. You know, massaging my hands, snuggling up next to me. Was she the prettiest girl in the bar? No. She was probably a 6 on a good day. And I'm being generous. More like a 5. But the fact that she was into snuggling and cuddling and never left my side, I said, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is my girl right here. And I say a lot of times that I'd rather have a pair of 5s than a perfect 10 any day. That's just my preference. A lot of young guys, especially the younger dudes, when they're trying to prove their manhood to other men, which when you get to be my age, you realize how fucking stupid that was. I don't give a fuck what another man thinks about me. I really don't. I'd rather party with 2 5s than a perfect 10, and I promise you that my night is going to be better than yours with the perfect 10. I promise you. Trust me. So, you know, why did I hang out with that girl for a while? Because I like that cuddly. I like that snuggly. I like that outward display of affection, and just basically, now folks, it's a false sense of dedication. Okay, don't start lecturing me. Okay, I wrote the book on this shit. I didn't just show up here yesterday trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho. But for the few days, that girl rolled with me out of all the other girls up there. That's what I was looking for. But did the rest of them show that same level? No, they didn't. That's why their ass stayed up on the stage. So, again, to answer the question, are they overly affectionate in my experience? No, they're not. Especially out in public, they're not. Occasionally, me and Big Pumpkin will hold hands, but very rarely. It's not like everywhere we go, we're holding hands. They usually, I'm holding hands with one of the children and or both of the children. So everywhere I go, I'm holding somebody's hand, but it's usually my son who is being a little bit noisy in the background. Most of the time, I do not hold hands with the old lady. When it's just me and her, occasionally we do. But instead of holding hands, a lot of times they just sort of lock their arm around yours, and it's sort of awkward because now you can't swing your arms. You gotta hold this arm still down to the side. You're trying to swing this arm, and they're just like trying to hold on to you. But that's part of the culture too. So that's sort of my answer, but I'll take it even further. Are they overly affectionate with their kids and their family members? And in my opinion, from where I'm from, the answer is no as well. Fatima hadn't been to her village in 3 years because of the lockdown. And we show up in the village, and I thought it was going to be tears and hugs and at least some kisses on the cheeks, right? Just, oh my gosh, we missed you. Big hugs, big reunion, people break down in tears. That was not what went down. It was do bless. She did bless to her mother, to her father. And I'm like, hey, ain't you going to give your mama a hug? You ain't seen her in 3 years. Aren't you going to give your father and your aunties and your uncles a big hug? You've been gone for 3 years. No, it's just a bless. Why? That's their culture. Now, if I haven't seen my buddy in 3-4 months, 2 grown men, I'm giving that motherfucker a big hug, bro. Goddamn, it's good to see you. You know, I haven't seen my dad. That motherfucker's getting a hug too. And I use that term lovingly, folks, just the way I talk. He's getting a big ass hug. Same with my son. Same with anybody who's dear to me that I haven't seen in a long time. Whether they're family, man or woman, they're getting a fucking hug, right? I don't see that same level of outward display of affection here in this culture. It's just different. Does it mean that they're not glad to see their family? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that there are differences in culture. Now, some of y'all are going to hit me. Well, my wife don't do that. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, from top to bottom, there are over 7,107 islands that make up the archipelago of the Philippines. Now, there's more than that. They counted a few more, but the magic number used to be 7107. How many languages and dialects are there? Hundreds. How many subcultures are there? The culture of Cebu is a lot different than the culture of Luzon, which is a whole lot different than the culture of Mindanao. Within Mindanao, there are different subcultures. So there's so many different subcultures here just like there are in any other country, but here it's to the extreme because people are separated by islands. Some folks, many folks who live in Cebu have never left Cebu. They've never been anywhere else. Fatima's mother is scared to come up here because she doesn't speak Tagalog. Her English is not great. She speaks Bisaya. Why? Because she spent her whole life on Cebu. So just understand that there are so many different subcultures from top of this country to the bottom, that your experience and your opinion may be totally different than what I just said. All I can tell you is what I observe, my experiences, my opinion. So I want to thank my friend for the comment. It is a valid observation. And do I find my old lady to be overly affectionate with the children? No, not from my perspective, comparing it to my culture and the way I grew up and the way I've seen mothers act in my culture. Doesn't mean that she doesn't love the children. No, it just means there's a difference in culture. And we just have to all realize that everybody in the world are not the same. We don't act the same. Give you an extreme example. In Afghanistan, places in the Middle East, men hold hands with other men, going from point A to point B. If you go from point A to point B with a good friend, your male friend, and you're a male, you're going to hold hands. Doesn't mean that they're gay. No, it's just part of the culture. It means you're a good friend. And in my time in the Middle East, that was probably the single most difficult cultural aspect that it took me a while. I don't want to say I ever got used to it. And I did it, okay? But it was just something that we Americans aren't cool with and will never be cool with, walking down the street holding hands with our buddy. Okay? Now, I'm not saying we're right. I just told you I'll give my best friend a big ass hug when I haven't seen him in a couple of months. Hell yeah, man, how you doing? Don't mean I'm gonna hold hands with that dude walking down the fucking beach. I talk about it, one particular incident in my book, Hey, where's the fucking bathroom? Hey man, come on, I'll show you. Next thing you know, I'm holding hands with a man, he's guiding me to the bathroom. It's the one thing I couldn't get used to. But I did it because when in Rome, you do as the Romans. And again, it doesn't make them, it's just the culture. We just have to realize that as humans living on this beautiful planet that we call Earth, we all have differences in our culture, differences in our subculture. Things that are normal in one place would be considered strange in another. And we just have to, I don't use the word respect. You have to respect other people's culture. That's false. You don't have to respect everything about somebody else's culture. What you have to do is you have to be able to recognize it, understand it, and be able to navigate it. Okay? Recognize, understand, navigate. RUN. Is that an acronym? RUN? Recognize, understand, and navigate. Yeah, I've talked about this many times before. No, you got to respect their culture. Well, if you go somewhere where culture, they include genital mutilation, do you respect that? No. No, you don't. So, no, you don't have to respect everything about another person's culture, but you do need to recognize, understand it, a little bit of the history about why they do something, and then be able to navigate it when you're there so you don't get yourself in trouble or offend somebody. There you go. Should write a whole book on that. So I hope that answered the question. It's just a quick talk. Man, it's such a beautiful, beautiful day out here. I'm just glad to be alive. One of these days when you look out, you hear your children playing in the background, destroying your audio. Sounds like the old lady might be doing some sweeping. That destroys my audio too, but it's a beautiful sound listening to my Filipina old lady sweep. I would say what I love to hear and see more than her sweeping is when she gets the mop. I just love to watch her mop. The number one thing I like to watch her do is either wash clothes by hand or mop. It's a close, I'm just fascinated when she does those activities. She's so beautiful. I love to see her working around the house and handling business while I'm over here doing all the hard work. All right, folks, thank y'all for joining me. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Helps out with these dang old Google squirrels inside this computer that control everything. Them Google squirrels, they determine whether or not we eat rice every day or if we can go to Sizzler every day. Yeah, it's to that extreme. So anyhow, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are with your Filipina wife, girlfriend, what have you. Do you find her overly affectionate? Is she always hugging on you, kissing on you, hanging on you, snuggling with you? Or is she like Big Pumpkin? Once she goes to bed, all she wants to focus on is sleep. You know, tenderoni time, you better schedule that sometime other than her hibernation time. There you go. Maybe I could get Big Pumpkin over here to get her opinion on this topic. Would that be some good bonus footage for y'all that are still with me? Let me call Big Pumpkin over here. See if she has an opinion on the subject. She's probably gonna yak me. She always thinks I'm Big Pumpkin. Baby. You hear that? I said big pumpkin. And all you get's a grunt. Come over here. I just need to ask you a quick question. No, you look beautiful. Come on. You're fine. Just come over. She's wearing her nightgown, but everybody relax. She's got on shorts underneath, right? Come on over here, baby. Just make sure there's no breast violations. So, are you in frame? Yeah, you're in frame. I'll sit down, baby, because I've been working hard over here. Easy. God. So the question is, one of the viewers says, he asked me a question. He said, do you find Filipinas to be very affectionate and very huggy, kissy, holding hands, lovey-lovey?
Not me. I'm not cheesy.
Okay, speak up into the microphone right here. You said not
me. I'm not cheesy.
Okay, so you consider like public displays of affection, you consider that to be cheesy?
No. It's up to some people do like that, some people not, but in me, no,
Because I told him occasionally me and you hold hands, but not all the time, right?
Yeah.
Occasionally we'll hold hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I try to give you a kiss in public, why not? Why aren't you down with it?
We just do that in the house, not in the public. We just do that. No camera, no.
So you don't want other people to see me give you a big kiss?
Like a normal kiss only, but not a big kiss. Do like that.
Okay, so you would describe yourself as not being overly affectionate, right? Because it's cheesy. But baby, it ain't easy being cheesy.
Not me, but some people do like that. But in my side, no, not me.
You're not down with it. Another thing I observed was after being gone from the village for 3 years, I thought that when you came to the village, there would be hugs and kisses with your mom and dad and people crying.
I used to do that only in your country. You used to always do that, but in my some people were not used to do that. We grow up not like we just do like this.
See, there you go. That's what I told him. I said all I saw was you do bless to everybody. There was no tears.
That's sign of respect.
Okay, but there was no tears. There was no hugs. There was no, oh, I missed you. Your dad didn't give you a big hug. No kisses. It was just bless.
Yeah, that's
But
a respect.
that's the only show of respect that you did for your family when you.
Oh, because we're not grow up like mwah, mwah.
Mm.
No, we're not grow up like that.
Didn't grow up like that. Anything else you want to add? So is this Filipino culture as a whole, or just Cebu culture?
Not all, but some people they used to like hugging, kiss when they come. But in my family or in the village, yeah.
Because, well, let's compare our parenting, right? You see me all day. I'm always hugging the kids, give them a kiss. I'm checking on them. You know,
because you grew up like that,
but on a daily basis, I mean, if I give them 100 kisses, you might go give them one, right?
Yeah.
I give them 100 hugs.
Not like no. I'm not giving them a lot of kisses. Not like I don't love them.
It's just not your culture.
Yeah, we're not used to.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to explain. So, folks, you heard it from her. I think the first part of this talk, I was right on about what she was going to say. And again, it's just based on experience. If you want a chick that's always lovey-lovey, you can find them here. But like I said, they're few and far between in my experience as to what the normal interaction is.
Finish?
Anything else you want to add? All right, come and give me a kiss, baby. Give me a big kiss on the camera. Come on. Give me a big Aunt Elsa kiss. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on over here. One more, baby. One more. She out of there. She out of there. Okay, folks. Leave your comments down below. Hope you learned something. If you didn't, I hope I at least invoked some thought. And again, you'll learn more from the comments down below than you learn from this video. See y'all on the next one. Hit that thumbs up for us. And peace out, my friends. Ah, yeah. Forgot my pipe. Forgot my pipe. The old lady didn't bring me anything to drink. Man, it goes hand in hand with just not too much show of affection. See the stress I'm under here. My gosh. That's why I gotta have 2, 3 ladies around. If I got 2, 3, 4 ladies, then it all adds up to 100% affection that I'm looking for. Get 25% from her. I just stack 3 more ladies, I'm up to 100%. Old single dad teaching you basic math.